there is much call for a rotation. However, the sound cue has come in, and he's spotting out that first player with the help of Toki, able to confirm the kill as well. However, Glance just running it down after that into sight, trying to find these kills, and now it is going to be the breach in the elbow quarter, trying to fight it out, duke it through, barely almost getting away with their life, but Petra denies that final thing, and now things back down.
Right there.
A little bit of damage being done on either side here. However, Mimi just ready with the angle, holding it down. 2 headshots with the ghost, and that is going to be the pistol. Their difference in performance with their usual star, Mary, not being on the board, but like we talked about, so far over the group stage, Sarah has had some pretty impressive performances of her own.
She definitely has, you know, still a heavy hitter player for the team, right? Maybe not so much that Mary go kill kind of strategy that we've seen.
2 more players still on B as G2 rush their way on in. With the Sheriff, though, it's going to be the kills coming in favor of Kase here. Really, really clean work. Glance making that wrap around along with Mimi will be able to pincer these players at the very least, but the damage has been kind of done. Mimi does spot out the position of 1 player, but Glance, like you mentioned, with that shadowed step all the way up, gets caught out by Toki. A 1v2 right now. Mimi with all the things to clutch out, trying to isolate these fights, gets hit by the flash, gets hit by the pain shells, doing their best to try and get this fight in favor. Half the defuse comes through, the first kill coming in as well, and Mimi might have brought enough time to make this round work out.
No!
Wing!
Down there too, that was the hard part for Freeze. You don't even really have that opportunity to re-tap, try to bait Mimi out, get the pick, and then get back on that spike. It was just too close to exploding there, but so well played. This micro coming out from Mimi.
Presence to kind of split apart G2's attention, just being able to walk up and find a second kill as well. Absolutely insane here. Petra with a little bit of a spray and pray, not quite able to get the kills. So talking about kills, it's going to be Sarah with 3 before going down. Neural Theft comes out, figures out where exactly Glance is. It's going to be a 1v1 here, and it's going to be the fight attempt trying to come in. The one way is just too much for Annie to deal with, though, and well, she tries to stick at Glance, more than ready for that clutch.
The one ways on the post plant situation on that spike is standard for Omen players, but I feel like it's a constant Glance specialty in particular. We see her doing it on Split, we see her doing it on Haven, and there's always that kind of prioritization that enables Glance to play off of that because of where the spike is being planted in case it does come down to those clutch situations. And right now, for Kase Hydra, I mean, they had all of the ideas right there. As far as the one ways on the post plant situation on that spike is standard for Omen players, but I feel like it's a constant Glance specialty in particular. We see her doing it on Split, we see her doing it on Haven, and there's always that kind of prioritization that enables Glance to play off of that because of where the spike is being planted in case it does come down to those clutch situations. And right now, for Kase Hydra, I mean, they had all of the ideas right there as far just full hard stall potential from Mimi as well.
Oh, a bit of a whiff though from Petra, and Annie isn't one to let go of that huge kill there. Glance, despite being only 30 HP, though, ready for the swing and peek. Now down to a 1v1, Mimi versus Mimi at the end, and it will be G2's Mimi coming out on top. That's the Mimi to watch out for.
Man, I genuinely just thinking about that segment on Desk when they were talking about how Kase also tweeted that there's only one Mimi and stall potential from Mimi as well.
Oh, a bit of a whiff though from Petra, and Annie isn't one to let go of that huge kill there. Glance, despite being only 30 HP, though, ready for the swing and peek. Now down to a 1v1, Mimi versus Mimi at the end, and it's us to who is the Mimi to watch out for.
Man, I genuinely just thinking about that segment on Desk when they were talking about how Kase also tweeted that there's only one Mimi, and on top of that, a lot of opportunity here for G2.
Oh, but Annie pushing in through that spawn, already able to find that first one. 3 kills already for her. Absolutely insane work coming out of the Cypher. Roxy, though, there for the counter trades, finding 2 of their own. And suddenly, this round is falling apart for Kase. It's going to be a 1v2. Roxy versus the world here, and Mimi finally shuts her down. Will win Kase their second round overall, and that first pistol on attack.
And he's one of my players to look out for here on Kase as well. Just one of those heavy hitter players, just very solid overall for the squad. But I'm still not over the fact that That
Of course, if you haven't disappeared, they're gonna know for sure. First split coming in favor of G2 here. On the side, at least Annie able to take down the counterparts, so at least they will be able to get that spike down. However, it's just pandemonium on site here.
oh, great upper angle here for Poti. At the very least, glance though for the trade, and all of a sudden we're whittled down to another 3v3 situation.
Toki, though, has the positioning. Will be able to take out Glance at the very least here. Huge kill right there. 3v2 right now as the remaining players of G2. They just look to do as much damage as possible. Sarah, though, does have that Bulldog, so this is still a very viable round for the side of G2. Not if that happens, though. Sarah, 2 on the round already. This is what I talked about. This is what we thought could happen. The sun connects, but still, that's going to give away the position of Freeze here as Sarah pushes forward right behind the box. Doesn't check it, and it will be Kase winning that anti-eco. But
They have no money! They have no money for their bonus! They have no weapons, it's rough, but Kase do, at the very least, what I can say, they look a lot more comfortable on the attacking side versus the defense.
Try and prevent this from going through. The flash is immaculate though, and will enable Sarah to get that first kill at least. Petro there for the immediate trade. Numbers maintained in favor of neither team as it equalizes quickly. Now the pincer comes through on either side. The remaining Kaze players caught on to sight. Unfortunately, Petra with the flash tries to get a kill. However, it's still going to be a 1-for-1 as Annie finds a crucial one. Mimi in a 1v2, make that a 1v1. But Kase, they walk away with this buy. Fight that, and finally the showstopper invested to boot does catch out a player, but not able to convert the kills nevertheless. It's going to be Petit with the Sheriff finding these incredible frags out here as she looks to go into sight. Has the Resurrection available with the clock having ticked down. Has to go in for that spike plant. Will be able to get it through, but Mimi with the aftershock perfectly timed will close things out. Annie's the last hope onto the side here. A 1v3 for her to try and somehow clutch out, and the flash for Mimi is just too much to deal with. It is going to be G2 goes in walking away with a win.